And good evening, everyone. How is everyone doing tonight? Got my tang all tangled there. All right, we are still in chapter 9 of Mark. So we will pick up on verse number 14 and we'll go through verse 29 tonight. So I guess let's go ahead and just dive right on in. This is a pretty good section of Mark right here. So let's get on it. So as when they got back to the Talmudim, they saw a large crowd around them and some Torah teachers arguing with them. As soon as the crowd saw him, they were surprised and ran out to greet him. He asked them, "What's the discussion about?"
Excuse me.
One of the crowd gave him the answer, "Rabbi, I brought my son to you because he has an evil spirit in him that makes him unable to talk. Whenever it seizes him, it throws him to the ground. He foams at the mouth, grinds his teeth, and becomes stiff all over. Ask your Talmudim to drive the spirit out, but they couldn't do it." "People without any trust," he said. "How long will I be with you? How long must I put up with you? Bring him to me." He basically just chastised his apostles.
Right.
He just chastised them for their lack of faith that they could do it when he already told them they could prior.
Yeah.
And
And he's told us the same thing.
he's told us the same thing. But yet, this is what we see today. Such little trust, such little faith
And I
in the
believe
Holy Spirit.
that he can heal anything and will.
Yep.
And I won't back down from
No.
that.
I think that we
I've
all
seen so
have the
much
we
to
all have the
ever
power to
not
touch. We all have the power to speak it.
We do.
It's he gave that to us. So why do we lack faith in that? But here it was, right here. People that had been following him. They brought the boy to him. As soon as the spirit saw him, it threw the boy into a convulsion. Yeshua asked the boy's father, "How long has this been happening to him?" "Ever since childhood," he said, "and it often tries to kill him by throwing him into the fire or into the water. But if you can do anything, have pity on us and help us." Yeshua said to him, "What do you mean, if you can? Everything is possible to someone who has trust." Faith would be the word you put there. Instantly, the father of the child exclaimed, "I do trust. Help my lack of trust. I believe. Help my unbelief." When Yeshua saw that the crowd was closing in on them, he rebuked the unclean spirit, saying to it, "You deaf and dumb spirit, I command you, come out of him and never go back into him again." Shrieking and throwing the boy into a violent fit, it came out. Let's talk about that. I believe, but help my unbelief.
Right.
That we do see a lot.
We do.
I believe in the power, but sometimes, yeah, I have a little bit of doubt. I need some help with that. And the Father is quick to do that. He's quick to help us in that because we're showing him our weaknesses. He already knows them, but he loves it when you bring them to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? He loves when you bring your weaknesses to him. So,
I had to face one this week when our granddaughter was so ill.
oh yeah,
When I was praying for her healing,
hmm
when I said, it was so hard for me to utter those words, "Your will be done, Lord, not mine," because that was kind of scary to me.
it was
But I did say it, and I did mean it.
it was very scary. I mean,
But I thought,
but he showed us that he had it under control by one at just the right time, the right people, the right everything was put perfectly in place by him. So he showed us that just trust him. He's got this.
and she's so well after coming home from the hospital yesterday. She went to work today.
Yep. So that speaks a lot. Speaks volumes. And but don't ever be afraid to go to him and say to him, "I believe, but help my unbelief." He will help you. He will bring you through it. That's the whole thing about the Father.
Right.
He just wants us to go to him and have conversations and so we can understand him better, understand his glory better, that his love for us is unconditional, unfathomable. he loves us and he wants nothing but good for us, but everything will work to his will, to his good, and
Right.
his glory. Okay. The boy lay there like a corpse, so that most of the people said he was dead, but Yeshua took him by the hand, raised him to his feet, and he stood up. Yet after Yeshua had gone indoors, no, here's the secret to this. His Talmud asked him privately, why couldn't we drive it out? He said to them, this is the kind of spirit that can be driven out only by prayer and supplication. Meaning that you're going to have to pray, fast, and trust in the Father, period. Not anything of you, but all of Him. It doesn't get any easier than that, folks. I mean, I say that it doesn't get any easier than that, but it's the hardest thing to do sometimes.
It is.
As a parent,
And that's the only time I've ever had a
as
problem
a child,
with that, praying that way.
right.
But
You know, we see so much in this world, and it's hard sometimes to remember that it's not up to us how it turns out.
it's not.
Sometimes we want to do so much, and try to change what we can. It's not up to us to change anything. It's up to us to share the gospel. It's up to us to share his glory. Let him do the changing.
Yeah,
That's
we're to
all him.
share it, and we don't have any. Once we plant that seed, Holy Spirit takes over.
Yep.
And nothing's up to us. We don't water it. We don't do anything.
We don't do any
It's
of it.
not our job.
We allow him
Right.
to do the growth.
But we do. We are supposed to share it, and he tells us we have to share the gospel.
And if you're not sharing the gospel, then what are you doing? You know, I've had people tell me, well, I don't know how to share the gospel. You know, I tell them quite simply, you're witnessing your testimony. Look what he's done for you. Look where he brought you from. That's,
And I will say, the hardest people to share it with are family members.
well, we saw that when Jesus went into
Right.
own
And
hometown.
it's true in our lives also.
Right. He shows us that. I mean, it's very truthful that there's nothing that we can go through that he didn't go through, that he doesn't understand.
Right.
And he shows us throughout his ministry how to overcome that through the Holy Spirit. Did you hear that? How to overcome that through the Holy Spirit. Not of anything we can do, but all of what he does, period. And I see so many people that want to get out there and change the world and make it a better place. And, you know, being kind matters. It takes less energy to be kind than it does to be angry and bitter. And
It does.
if you want to change that around you, you have to start close to you. You can't, how can I put this? The apostles didn't change the world by just going out and not preaching first in Jerusalem. Yeshua preached for 3.5 years throughout Israel. Then they went out. See, he started local,
Right.
then they went out.
And then they expanded that.
And right now, this is your Jerusalem. This is your Nazareth. This is your Canaan. This is where you're supposed to, where you're at. Those that are around you, where you live. And family, yes, is the hardest because they knew you, just like Jesus said, they knew him when he was a bumbling boy. You know?
And family knows us at our worst.
And family knows us at our worst.
In our sin before we were.
And that's what they remember. That's what they see.
It is what they see.
And
It
so
makes it very hard.
you have to
But we have to get past that.
get past that and
Sure.
just continue to live for him, continue to, with your relationship, and let the world see his light, not yours. Don't brag to your family, I'm a changed man. Words mean nothing like that.
They don't.
Let his glory shine. Let his light shine through what he has you do. Then they may see. His Jesus's brother became the leader of the church in Jerusalem after the resurrection. He witnessed it. He witnessed and he believed. The book of Jude, that's actually Yeshua's other brother, who also became a believer. There's another James, also Yeshua's brother.
Right.
Well, I already said that one. So I'm sorry.
I don't know if you did or not.
Yeah, James became. Yeah, I already did. So I'm getting confused there. Sorry. There's more than one. There's more than two Jameses in there. There's three. So pay attention to where they are. The book of James is not James, the brother of John. He never got the opportunity to write a book, to write his version. But just remember, when you have unbelief, but you do believe, take it to the Father in prayer. Bring it before him. Let him steady you. Let him take control of the rudder of your ship. You know, just like Noah, there was no steering wheel on that boat. They were passengers. You're a passenger in this life. Let him guide it.
Absolutely.
That's all I got. All right. We will see you all tomorrow night. Y'all have a wonderful night. God bless. I keep wanting to touch screen the